Hey guys, this is Sadaos, and I'm looking at a faction that I really am looking forward to building a selective deco, and that's West Germany. So usually they start off with can have a fob, it's about the same, an American command vehicle. Yep, we learned that from the last game. I don't think any of the other factions have a command vehicle Jeep, it's just the Americans, so everyone starts off with an American Jeep. And this is very strange. It's a Leopard 2 command vehicle. Now I'm not a fan of tanks being command vehicles, but at 240 points, that's pretty expensive for a Leopard. But I gotta say, that still kind of kicks ass having a Leopard 2 as your command vehicle. It's like, come at me, bro. Then Jupiter supply truck. Everyone use this thing. And now you can use it as West Germany. Let's see the M113 German variant, and the BGS recon team. The recon has changed; they're very good. I really don't know if infantry could have very good recon. I think they might have only had recon good, but I could be wrong. And it's Funspa. Now that's changed. Funspa were 10-point units. They weren't dedicated recon. They were sort of like bruisers. They were infantry you sent in to fight other infantry, and they had two kinds of grenades. They had anti-tank grenades, and they had infantry fighting grenades. And yes, guys, this is a beta, so if you see anything weird, it's a good chance it'll change. Now it's going to be a sort of dedicated recon team, and that's interesting. That almost looks like a recordless rifle, but I don't think it is. The Funspa have a lower caliber ATG anti-tank gun, and they have different weapons. Same caliber, but different weapons. And the Funspa is far more accurate, which means it might just be a better fighting unit, and the recon and this dedicated BGS might be a better recon team. Who knows? I guess we'll see in the full game what your choices are. The difference, I guess, is also that they came in a M113, whereas the Funspa came in a Dorna, so it's more versatile, it's faster. Kirks, this is a recon everyone started off in V, still here. I never use it much, I don't particularly like it. I would rather just go with a V150 or a Lux, and a Lux, very popular unit for me. Got a couple of price changes, and then I stopped using it after the price increased. But otherwise, I think it's about the same. And its price, yeah, it's more expensive. It's 60. But I have to remember that a lot of these units you have to choose a veterancy one. So the Funspa come at 44 points, 4-star. Start off as with quite a bit of veterancy in this deck they've chosen for us. Whereas the Lux start off at base veterancy, so it's just a rookie, and it's 60 points at a rookie, so it means it's pretty expensive. 105, great recon unit, I really liked it, really liked using it. I don't know if there's any particular stats that are interesting about it. Not really, no. Leopard 2A4, the real king of the battlefield, in my opinion. Everyone used this thing, it was really good at what it did, it was really accurate, didn't have really great side armor. The Abrams always had better side armor. It was always less armor than the Challenger. It didn't have the ATGM like the Russian Soviet tanks do, but it was just a beast of a tank. Exceptional stabilizers. Tough unit, very tough. Leopard 1A5. I never used the Leopard 1s much, didn't really like them. Thought they were slow. It's about the same speed, I think 50 miles. It's really changed. But it's cheaper, so I guess if you want that. It's also probably greater high availability, and you can check that out. Leopard 2A4. Yep, you get really limited number of them, 2 to 3. Whereas the Leopard 1A5 can have quite a few more. It's about 8 or 9. And the Jaegers. Jaegers are pretty decent infantry to use in most cases. They were cheap, reliable, they were tough. They seem to have some kind of RPG in this case. And 6 rockets. Good accuracy on all counts, pretty good accuracy. And this is an interesting change. It's a Lux Fuchs, sorry, but it's got a Milano. It's got a French ATGM on top of a APC. So for the first time, other than the case of the Bradleys and some others, NATO has light vehicles that can carry infantry and have ATGMs, and it's pretty somewhat accurate ATGM. Not that accurate, but okay. Probably not as good as me. Panzer Grenadiers. These were ATGM teams in the first game. Tough ATGM teams, full size, quite strong with the rifle, quite accurate. Not very accurate ATGM. Never really liked them because of that. But now they seem to be sort of dedicated, heavy hitting infantry, high caliber rifles, RPGs. Same RPG as the Jaegers, so they are not ATGM teams anymore, but they're just normal infantry. And this is the Marder 1. Not sure if you can get the other Marders in terms of all the other variants. We haven't seen that as yet. And yeah, Jag Command. Not really sure what the point of this unit is. Yep. Oh, sorry. It's a dedicated ATGM team. Now this is interesting. The French and the Americans, with their ATGM teams, two-man squads. But the Jag Commando, 5-man squad ATGM team. Dude, they all do the dance. Love that. Somewhat accurate. Good AP. Yep. So they do have dedicated, larger size ATGM teams in the game. And M113. Marder Roland. Good unit. Pretty accurate. Flak Panzer. Another good unit. It's kind of expensive, if I remember. Yeah, it's on the higher side of what I pay for it, but yeah, it's there. Regular German, West German artillery. Everyone's favorite unit from Wii, the Marder VTSI, or VTS 1. VTS 1. I've seen mine, so this rings off the tongue better. Not great armor. I guess if you leveled it up like in Wii, it might be better unit. Accuracy 3. It's a good unit for what it is. It's cheap, it's reliable, and if you put some veterans on it, it's quite good. I like the way it looks as well. It just looks somewhat futuristic with a little tank destroyer, having a little turret right on top rather than built into some kind of case. Weasel. Everyone spammed the hell out of these things. And they look pretty weird as well. I believe they're more expensive. Let me check it out. Yeah, 35 points as opposed to, I think they were 15 in Wii. So they vastly increased the price and the availability. Look at that. Sorry, no, I was clicking in the toe. Damn. So it is 15. And you can get a max of 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can spam them a bit, I guess. You can spam them. And they are cheap. So they remain useful in that sense. Whether or not they'll have the same kind of dominance they had in the original Wii metagame, I don't know. But we'll see. Finally, TOW version. Good unit. It's pretty good at what it does. It's cheap, reliable. It's a lot like a TOW Jeep, but slightly armored, I guess. Does it have any armor? No armor. So I'm not really sure. It's just got more missiles. I guess that's the main reason you'd use it. Finally, bow. ATGM. Good unit. I always thought it took a long time to fire, but it was pretty reliable. Finally, what they have is just two fighters, 2 planes for West Germany. There's the Starfighter and the Alpha Jet. Alpha Jet is dedicated ground attack. It's got some bombs, as it looks. Doesn't look to be a missile. Cluster bombs. Okay, this should be interesting. Let's check out its effect on some infantry. Or on these goddamn weasels. Hate them so much. Let's see how they blow them up. I want to see how the cluster effect looks as well. That's really not much of a cluster bomb, I gotta say. That's not really much of a cluster bomb. That doesn't look like a cluster at all. It just looks like bang, and it blew up. That's not a cluster. It's a bit of a misnomer, that. Finally, Starfighter, air superiority. Now this is interesting. So you can have a certain number of tanks, recon, infantry, recon, I said recon twice, helis, etc. But depending on how you build your deck, depending on what specializations you choose, you can have more of something. So this deck has been chosen with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets of planes. And they've chosen to go full air superiority and alpha jet. So air superiority and ground attack. I'm not really sure I would do that because there's also quite a lot of anti-air here. You've got a Black Panther, you've got a Roland, pretty good anti-air. So it's kind of unnecessary in a way. Finally, let's take a look at the Starfighter. See if we can shoot this terrain information. Terrain's changed quite a bit in this game. It's a lot more realistic, a lot more real feeling. Handled that pretty well. Came in low. Wow, that's one crazy angle. I'm surprised it was able to shoot at that angle. I guess it's possible. Anyway, so that's West Germany. If you guys enjoyed this, I might do some Soviet ones. I'm not going to do the British, because I'm not really interested in the British that much. Don't particularly care for the Challenger, or the Chieftains, or any other British units for the most part, unless it's paratroopers. See you guys around.